Hello guys, welcome back to Form Fully. Previously we have covered OOPS basic concept MCQs, polymorphism and encapsulation MCQs. In this video we are covering abstractions MCQ. So let's get started with our first MCQ. What is the primary purpose of abstraction in Java? Options: to make code execution faster, to hide the implementation details and show only the necessary features, to enforce security in the code, to create complex data structures. Abstraction in Java and in programming in general primarily serves the purpose of hiding the implementation details of a class and showing only the necessary features of the outside world. This is achieved through the use of abstract class and interface. Okay. Option 1 is incorrect because abstraction is not primarily intended to make code execution faster. While it can lead to more efficient code design and organization, its primary purpose is not related to code performance. Option 3 is incorrect because abstraction is not designed to enforce security in the code. Security measures typically involve access control, authentication, and authorization mechanism. So, option 4 is incorrect because abstraction is not about creating complex data structure. It's about simplifying the representation of complex systems or objects. So, option 2 is correct. Moving to the next question. Which keyword is used to define an abstract class in Java? Options are abstract, class, interface, final. In Java, abstract keyword is used to define an abstract class. Option B, C and D, that is class, interface and final, is incorrect because class is used to define regular classes, interface is used for interfaces, and final is used to indicate a class cannot be extended. So option 1 is correct. Next question. Which of the following statement is correct about abstraction methods in Java? Options are: abstract method can have a body, abstract method must be declared as static, abstract methods are defined in concrete classes, abstract methods do not have a body and must be implemented by concrete subclasses. Here, abstract methods in Java are declared in abstract classes or interface and do not have method body. They must be implemented by concrete subclasses. Okay, option 1, 2 and 3 are incorrect because abstract method cannot have a method body and do not have to be declared as static, and they are not defined in concrete classes. So option 4 is correct. Moving to the next question. In Java, can abstract class have non-abstract, that is concrete methods? Options are yes, but all method in abstract class must be abstract. No, all method in an abstract class must be abstract. Yes, an abstract class have a mix of abstract and concrete methods only if abstract class implements an interface. Here option C is correct because an abstract class in Java can contain both abstract, that is unimplemented methods, and concrete methods, that is implemented methods. This allows abstract classes to provide some default behavior while requiring subclasses to implement specific method. Option 1 is incorrect because not all method in an abstract class need to be abstract, same as option 2. Option D is incorrect as implementing an interface does not determine whether concrete methods can be in an abstract class. So option 3 is correct. Moving to the next question. Which of the following is an example of abstract data type ADT in Java? Options are array list, int, string, linked list. In Java, array list is an example of abstract data type. It provides a high-level interface to a dynamic array, hiding the underlying implementation details. Option B, C and D, that is int, string and linked list, are not ADTs because they represent primitive data types or specific concrete data structure. So option 1 is correct. Moving to the next snippet question. What will be the output of this code? So here are options: woof, compilation error in the main method, compilation error in the doc class, no output, it will throw an exception. I will suggest first pause the video and think about the correct option. I hope you are ready with your answer. So first let's discuss the code. Here we have an abstract class animal. We know that abstract class in Java are used as blueprint for other classes, right? Inside the animal class, there is an abstract method that is make sound, which represent a method for making a sound, but it doesn't have an implementation here. Subclass of animal will be required to provide an implementation for this method. So here we have dog class that extend the animal class. This means that dog is a subclass of animal. Since dog is not an abstract class, it is required to provide an implementation for the abstract make sound method from the animal class, right? Then inside the dog class, there is an implementation of the make sound method. In this case, make sound method of the dog class simplify prints woof to the console, right? Coming to the main class, we have main method. This is the entry point of our Java program, right? Inside the main method, we create an instance of the dog class, right? And store it in a variable my dog. I hope you remember that this is the example of polymorphism we covered in previous video, where we can reference a subclass dog object using a reference variable of its superclass, that is animal class. And finally, we call make sound method on the my dog object, right, which will invoke the make sound method from the dog class. This is because when we call my dog.make sound, it invokes make sound method of the dog class, which will print woof. So the correct option is woof. Next question. Which access modifier is used to restrict access to an abstract method within the same package? Options are private, protected, default, public. Here option 2, that is protected is correct, as protected access modifier allows access to members including abstract methods within the same package and in subclasses, whether they are in the same package or different package. Option A, that is private, is incorrect as it restricts access within the same class. Option C, default, is incorrect because it allows package level access. Option 4, that is public, is incorrect as it provided unrestricted access. So option 2 is correct. Moving to the next question. Can an abstract class be instantiated? That is, an object of an abstract class created? Options are yes, as long as it has at least one concrete method. No, abstract classes cannot be instantiated. Yes, as long as it implements an interface. Yes, always. Here option 2 is correct, as abstract class cannot be instantiated because they are meant to be subclassed and objects are created from concrete subclasses. Option A is incorrect, as having a concrete method does not allow instantiation. Option C is incorrect because implementing an interface does not change the fact that abstract classes cannot be instantiated. Option 4 is absolutely incorrect because abstract class cannot be instantiated. So option 2 is correct. Next question. In Java, can abstract class implement multiple interfaces? Options: yes, an abstract class can implement multiple interfaces. No, an abstract class can implement only one interface. Yes, but only if all interfaces have default implementation. No, interfaces can only be implemented by concrete classes. Here option A is correct, as an abstract class in Java can implement multiple interfaces. This allows the abstract class to provide concrete implementations for methods defined in the interfaces. Option 2 is incorrect, as an abstract class can implement multiple interfaces. Option 3 is incorrect because it's not dependent on whether the interface have default implementation or not. Option 4 is incorrect because interfaces can be implemented by both concrete and abstract classes. So option 1 is correct. Moving to the next question. Which keyword is used to prevent a class from being subclassed in Java? Sealed, final, static, private. Here option 2 is correct, as final keyword is used to prevent a class from being subclassed in Java. A final class cannot be extended by other class. Option A, that is sealed, is a new feature in Java 17, but it is used to control which classes can extend it, not to prevent subclassing entirely. Option C, that is static, is used for method and fields, not for classes. Private is used to restrict access within a class but not to prevent subclassing. So option 2 is correct. Moving to the next snippet question, what will be the output of this code? Options are as follows. First, think about the answer. I hope you have found the correct option. First, let's discuss the code. We have interface shape. In Java, an interface defines a contract for the classes that implements it, right? The shape interface defines a single method area, which should return the area of the shape. Any class that implements this interface must provide an implementation for the area method. So we have class circle that implements the shape interface. Since circle implements shape, it is required to provide an implementation for the area method. Inside the circle, we provide fields. There is private fields radius, which represent the radius of the circle. Okay. Then the constructor of the circle class taken a radius as parameter and initialize the radius field with the provided value. Okay. The area method in the circle class calculates the area of circle using formula pi r square. Right. In the main class, we have main method. Inside the main method, we create an instance of the circle. Since circle implements the shape interface, we can reference the circle object using a reference variable of the shape. Finally, we call the area method on the circle object and prints the value to the console using system.println. That's why circle.area method, it invokes the area method of the circle class, which calculates and returns the area of circle with the radius 5.0. That's why correct option is 78.5. Moving to the next question. In Java, which of the following statement about abstract classes and interfaces is true? Options are: all methods in an interface are implicitly public and abstract. Abstract classes can provide multiple inheritance while interface supports single inheritance. All methods in abstract class are implicitly public and abstract. Interfaces can have constructor, but abstract classes cannot. Here, in Java, all methods in an interface are implicitly public and abstract. Option B is incorrect because it states that abstract classes provide multiple inheritance while they provide single inheritance just like interfaces. Option C is incorrect because abstract classes can have non-abstract methods and these methods are not necessarily public. Option D is incorrect as both interfaces and abstract classes cannot have constructor. So option 1 is correct. Moving to the next question. What is a marker interface in Java? Options are: an interface with no methods and no fields, an interface used for making classes for spatial processing, an interface that contains only static methods, an interface that is used as blueprint for other interfaces. A marker interface, also known as taggy interface, is an interface with no methods but is used to mark classes for spatial processing or categorizing. Okay. It is a way to indicate that a class implements certain behavior without adding methods to a class. Option A is incorrect as marker interface can have fields. Option C is incorrect because a marker interface don't necessarily contain static methods. Option D is incorrect because marker interface are not used as blueprint for other interfaces. So option 2 is correct. Moving to the next question. In Java, if a class implements multiple interfaces and two of these interfaces have conflicting default methods with the same name and parameters, what should the implementing class do? Options are: the class can implement one of the conflicting methods and leave the other unimplemented. Option 2, the class must explicitly choose one of the conflicting methods to implement. The class can implement both conflicting methods and the compiler will choose one based on a predefined rule. A class cannot implement multiple interfaces with the conflicting defaults method. Here, Option 2 is correct. When a class implements multiple interfaces with conflicting default method, it must explicitly choose which method to implement. This prevents ambiguity, and the compiler requires the implementing class to provide a specific implementation for conflicting methods. Option A and option C are incorrect, as class cannot leave one unimplemented or rely on the compiler to choose one. Option D is incorrect because it is possible to implement multiple inheritance with conflicting default methods, but the class must resolve the conflict by explicitly choosing an implementation. So option 2 is correct. Next snippet question: what will be the output of this code? Options are as follows. Pause the video and think about the options. So let's move to the code. Here we have printable interface, right? The printable interface defines a single method print, which should be implemented by any class, but that implements the interface, right? Then we have class document, which does not implement the printable interface. It has print, which prints printing a document. Okay, this method is not related to the printable interface. Then we have class report, which extends document class and implements the printable interface. This means that report is a subclass of document and also provide an implementation for the print method from the printable interface. Okay, the print method in the report class overrides the print method from the document class and printing a report, right? Then in main class we have main method. Inside the main method we create an instance of the report class and store it in a variable named printable. Okay, finally we call the print method on the printable object, which will invoke the print method from the report class. So that's why it will printing a report.